Yeah. Day 44. I also don't necessarily plan on doing blueprints for YouTube. It's a lot of like dead spots, but especially with my backlog, this one probably won't make it to YouTube, so that will just be how it is. I don't have just like a straight VODs channel. I could do that. But that would be, especially since I'm taking some of that content to edit it more finally. Hello, Knight. How have you been? It has been a while. Hopefully you are well. Long time no see. Get my allowance. Oh, I forgot. Remember that thing I did at the end of stream last time we played, where I drained the fountain, chat? Fountain's empty. It's empty, chat. Woo! Piece of candy. Let me go touch the thing first before I do that. And well, and yeah, been a while. Hope you're good too. Yeah. Been hanging around, working on some things, trying to build the brand a little bit. So y'all. Starting to finally get YouTube things put together. There is a thing for the schoolhouse, but the trading post has dynamite, which I'm not allowed to touch for whatever random reason. I do have a YouTube. I thought you knew this, Corin. I swore I saw that you described. Maybe that was a false Corin. Yeah. There's not a lot on there right now. I'm still learning the editing side of things and stuff, so things may not be quite up to the quality that I hope to eventually get to. Same name? Well, yeah, just the short version. I figured it'd be easier to find if you just go by look for Zig instead of Zig Vale. So I just under Zig for this one. But yeah, I have two. So the way I'm kind of doing it, some of it's gonna be for YouTube and that. Some of it is just the straight up VODs that I've uploaded for Danganronpa. And then for GTFO, I'm doing some more fine editing. And then for... Wasn't there something else I posted on there? Oh, yeah, it's not unlisted, though. There's a Civ campaign that I'm also going to do. Pretty much just the raw VOD footage. So it's going to be a mix of some VODs, some edited content, eventually some shorts once I figure out how to do that, which I'm assuming it's not too hard, but I just haven't looked into it. But, yeah, it's not just a straight VODs channel, just because I want to take some of the stuff from Twitch and then, you know, spice it up a little bit, make it a little more interesting, more fine-tuned. And then eventually I do have some recordings also that I haven't had time to do because I have such a backlog with GTFO that I will be YouTube exclusive stuff that I've not put on Twitch, so I did not play on Twitch. But yeah, if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. No pressure. It is still very much a work in progress. Schoolhouse gives me the 8 classrooms, which gives me closer to a potential trophy. Because supposedly there's some sort of final exam with the classrooms. I don't know how that works. Trading posts has the dynamite and maybe even a deposit key. Oh! Plotting! This is what your scheme was? How dare you, Asachi. Thank you for the 5 gifted, though. Very much appreciated. To Mythical Babon, Asano, Nida Ranch, Psychedelic. I'm getting a spam call. Lovely. And Red Skyline 24. Thank you so much for those gift subs. I very much appreciate that. I don't know about you guys. I've been getting so many spam calls lately. How devious. Yes, enjoy the emote. Set them free upon the world. Cause chaos. We'll do the schoolhouse, because I also wanted to check something else here in case there was a date. Irby. There's no date on it, though. Interesting. Make sure Night got one? Yeah. Okay. Make sure there's not any, like, hidden dates. There's a dirt pile here. This is his desk, but I don't know if there's anything relevant about it. Within a timely manner. This feels like an intentional hit. But I don't know what for. And then this is the resignation note. Pile of books. Empty shelf. Okay. So nothing super relevant. It gives us the 8 classrooms, which we'll need for some stuff. Level 2 hype train. Just from that little thing? Jesus. That's good though. Let the hype begin. I have no idea what new hype emotes are out there. I feel like I collected most of them at one point, but it's been a while. Whoops, candy. I'm gonna fall in. No, I can't. Oh, you pile. I need the antechamber key for this door too? Where do you even go? Actually, I think I know where you go. You're the other passageway. You piece of shit. Actually, wait. Does it lead to the same place, or is it like... Because this door will always be here, so I need the antechamber key to open it. At least we know. Also, how did I lose so many steps already? I should have been like... Let's see. Starts at 70, 69 to go outside, 68 to go in the schoolhouse. Probably because I accidentally stepped in that. Okay, that's fine. So, we know we need the antechamber key for that door as well. See if we can get it. Start with the hallway. Also, Knight, if you're not familiar, this is a Blueprints. It is a roguelike puzzle game where you are a nephew to a baron, given his manor that shifts rooms every day. The rooms do not stay in the same spot, except for a few. And seeing it looks really cool? Yeah. It is a bit RNG, and it does feel like it starts off slow, because it's not like you go into every room and there's a puzzle in every room, like an escape room or something like that. It's not like that. But as you go through, you start realizing, oh, this is relevant for something I saw way back that I didn't think was a puzzle, or some other things and that. So I've already technically found the 46th room, which is the main objective of the game. But that's like only literally the beginning of everything that goes on. It is but merely a taste of what needs to be done in this game. Like, this is a thing I need to do at some point, but I don't have power for it, and I may know how to do the power, but at the same time I don't. Ooh. Let's see. Sleeping mask not bad. I do need the metal detector with the magnifying glass, so I'm gonna buy that and a shovel when I can afford the shovel. Because if I get that... Oh, I don't have the whatchamacallit anyway. Sag. This will let me buy the shovel. Although laboratory. Chapel. Chapel's money. Chapel's a lot of money. So much money. See, if I had the whatchamacallit, the crypt for the outside room, I'd be able to light up these candles if I got a metal detector and another thing. But I'm pretty sure there's another thing to do. I've earned a hype chest. Open the sea. Oh, wait. Excuse you. Goodies. Ah, money. Money. Oh, was that the hype? That's very fitting, actually, if it is. This is perfect for Corin, indeed. Library. Yeah, we'll do library. Ooh, a gem. Money. Anyway. We need to read 4 and 5, right? I have a whole journal for this thing, chat. It's Very crowded. I've read 4. I've not double checked 3. I've not read Pump Station. I also have 4 other books I need to read, and then drafting strategy. Okay, so I have a couple things I can do here. There are the books that were mentioned in the new clue. In fact, I need to fix the cipher on a few of them. They have clues in them that I need for something else. But I also have a couple of these books that I've not been able to read. And then I'm still looking for whatever hint the Count supposedly is relevant for. I don't know what he is relevant for, so. But there's a lot of books we don't have. Realm and Ruin, Curse of the Black Bridge, those are 2 we've not read. Drafting Strategy, Volume 5 we've not read. I wanted to double check the Pump Manual and the Architectural Digest Volume 3. And then I have like 4 potentially other books that are not part of those. Have you played a lot of this game so far? I'm on day 44. There's a lot. Yeah, I've technically gotten to room 46. I have technically, in that sense, beaten the game. The thing is, like I was saying earlier, that there's like a million other things in this game that are not relevant to beating the game that tell you the backstory of everything. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm on day 44, which I mean, I probably could have beaten the game a little earlier if I was a little more focused, but I kind of got sidetracked on a lot of other side puzzles as well. And now that I've beaten the game, I have access to a whole bunch of other stuff that I never had before. As well as like a trophy list of things I need to do. So yeah. This game, I've conceded to like a couple puzzles that I was not able to completely solve on my own. There were a couple of them. Not many. Mainly the gallery and then this little brain teaser. I think everything else I was able to solve to my recollection. Alright, I have a cipher in my notebook here from the new clue, from a new clue that we read earlier, so I need to figure out what these other 3 books are. I guess the new clue is one of them. Draft the 6s is the fixed stars, so we have Tender Cipher and Lunar Renamed. So let's see. Of these, we have every book from the bookstore, so these are all the books that we can possibly read. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for Tender Cipher. A 12 letter 1. Lunar Renamed, I am almost confident it's probably Realm and Ruin. Let's see. R-E-A-L-M. There's no like ampersand in the cipher, so I'm just gonna assume that's skipped. And then R-U-N-E. I guess and is in there. So yeah, it is Realm and Ruin. Okay, so that's Realm and Ruin. Okay, so that solves that one. So that's one I need to read, and we've not read it before, so I might pull that one. Yeah. And then the last one is Tender Cipher, which is a 12-letter title. Which one is like 12-ish? A lot of these are not 12-ish. That's definitely not. Tender Cipher. You silly. Okay. This one's not in this list. This one is a new Jar Jar Binks emote? Maybe. I'm not aware of the emotes. Alright, so this last one is the Red Prince, which is not part of the library request. You have to go to the nursery, or you can read it in. Is it the ladyship's chambers or is it the master bedroom? One of those two has a copy. The Red Prince, yeah. It's a book. It's essentially it's a children's book that was based on the main characters, the character I'm playing as when he was a kid, because his favorite color was red at the time, and his mother was a story writer. So she made, after reading so much to her child, she started writing children's books to fill in, like, for give new content for it. So it's a kind of a interesting meta book. The Red Prince. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so these are the 4 I need to read. We've not read Realm and Ruin, so we can go ahead and grab that one, and then it'll be here next day we come in. But yeah, if we run into the Red Prince, we can read that. Thing is, I don't know if there are at least 2 or 3 copies of the Red Prince. I don't know if they're all identical. The nursery has one. I know. And then either the ladyship's chambers or the master bedroom has one as well, I think. Ooh, vestibule. I do have 2. Mailroom's not bad. It's just, I really don't want it here. It's a bad room to have right here. Ballroom. You know, we'll do the vestibule. Vestible's not bad. Laboratory. I don't have any more of those, so either pantry would be fine. Spare bedroom gets it out of the way. Yeah, we'll do spare. It gets it out of the way. We'll go back. Sleep mask, perfect. 5 for every bedroom I first step in for the first time. Alright, I can afford the shovel. And should I get the salt shaker too? Yeah, it's cheap. Extra step. Den's pretty good though right now. Oh, they're fine. Would have been better if I had a slightly different setup, but that's fine. 5x9 grid, yep. 5x9. And technically the 46 rooms over here, but that's for the main mansion. There's an outside as well that has like 4 different areas, one of which changes each day as well. Right now I have the schoolhouse. Did I lower the or heighten the rarity of classrooms? Because I feel like I'm not getting them, and normally I get a few by now. And then there's also a whole basement in the underground area as well that is a little harder to access. Yeah. But yeah, 5x9 grid. Technically, there was a puzzle with that too, with these like drawn pictures. It was a word puzzle. Wow, this is not great. That's fine. We have the vestibule that we can go back to. Can I get a bunch of good little loot? Oh, wait. Fixed stars. Perfect. So I don't need to actually ever read that. Okay. So what was the puzzle for the fixed stars? What color book is this? Looks green. Is there a green book? Yeah, page C, word A. So page C starts on zoom page count starts on title pages. So A B C? Does the preface count as C? I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna do the next page just to be sure. Word A, this. Or preface, shoot. Is it this or preface? This / preface. It says word A. There's also north. If it's counting written pages instead. I'm just gonna assume one of those 3 words. We'll figure it out. This is the green book as far as I can tell. We get a key, we get some steps, we get a diamond, we get an apple, and we get 12 in a chest. Okay. This is where Constellation starts to really give us a lot of value, which is good. Ooh, drawing room is good. If only I had a gem. I just had a gem. Wait, did I not get a gem from that? What did I get from the... I can't look. I can't escape once I start this. I thought I would have gotten a gem from the square. Is that something else? I'll have to look. I thought that was 1 gem. Alright. Well, I'm stuck with this. It's the only thing I can get. But anyway, what? Isn't that a gem? Or did I get confused? No, it is a gem. Why didn't I get a gem? Wait. Oh, I got the cross, not the gem. Whoopsie. I thought I miscounted. That's fine. We get a gem in here and a key. Yeah. I'm actually curious. Aside from a new clue, do we get... I think all these other 3 books are technically available in the map somewhere. That's curious to me. I also didn't look to see what the new clue would have been. I think it's a purple book, or I guess it'd be violet. Or did I write it down? I wrote down 2. Why did I write down 2? Anyway, I need to go all the way back this way. I have 2. No, just the 1. Where do we go? Where do we go? This way. Courtyard. Oh, I feel like there's still something to the archives that I've not figured, because the aquarium tells me that there are items in 3 areas, or something in 3 areas. You have the grill that has an X, you have a dryer that has an X, and you have the archives that have an arrow. And actually, now that I think of it, maybe I need all 3 rooms, and I need to do something with the grill and the laundry room before the archives thing activates. Maybe that's the difference. Aww. I can't really risk the archives at the moment, so we'll do this. Devil? Devil. I get pebbles. How dare you? I do not have the, and an old shoe. I do not have a sledgehammer. No, I don't. Nook's good, because that means another library, though it doesn't matter because the book won't spawn anyway. Guest bedroom is steps, maybe an item. Bedroom usually involves an item plus steps. I think Nook though with the key. I'm gonna have to check to see if I screwed up the rarity on my classrooms, because how have I not spawned any? Did I might have did an oopsie. Another library. Study, though. Ooh. Study and pantry. Oh, also, which rooms do I need to go into? I also don't know what that's for. Did I not write down all those rooms? There's no shot I didn't write those rooms down. Corner case room. So, patio, nook, office, pantry. I think I have nook and pantry down, so I need office and patio. That's what I need. This one has the regular. Gotcha. I could put this here. Money. Alright. This has one of the safes I've not been able to figure out. No. I'm gonna look through what dates I have right now. Which I don't think it's more than I probably need, but not the ones I probably actually need. It's unlikely I'll know what this is. That's not it. Yeah, I don't know if all of these are different things or not. Oh, yeah. I've yet to figure out if there's a particular link that I'm supposed to use to figure out. Because I know of 4 safe locations that I've not been able to unlock. But all of these are tied to a date. Maybe we'll get an answer at some point. Maybe. Painting puzzle earlier? Yes, and I solved that. I solved the painting puzzle thing. I can explain that here in a second. Shoot, now I kind of want the archives. Oh, you need a gem for each time you use that? Yeah. Also, Great Halls. Yeah, I guess we'll do the archive. But yeah, there's no paintings here because this is an outdoor room. But so the painting puzzle, you have 2 pictures in each room, unless you have like an outdoor room. Sometimes it doesn't show. So for instance, we have a picture of some kind of plant here, and we have a picture of what looks like a stage here. So the idea is that you want to find 2 words that are very similar, but they have like 1 letter that's different between them. So usually one word will fit within the other word, maybe not in the exact order. So that one we have stage. This one I think is supposed to be like sage or something like that. So you have S-A-G-E and you have S-T-A-G-E. So the difference between that is the T. So what you do is each part of the grid, except for the antechamber, has a letter associated based on that puzzle that you solve for each room, and it spells a message. And the message is, if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. For every room. Every room except for the antechamber. And outside. Everything that's in this grid besides the antechamber. So yeah. Each of them will have a letter, and then that spells out a message. It's really neat. It is quite neat indeed. See, I just don't know which date's important. Wait, was there something in here that I missed? No. There are a lot of dates on that. I could try to force those. Funeral parlor. Gives me 3 gems. Why not? Good play when you feel like getting out of all the internet brain rot. More or less. Alright, so here is just like a little, like, true-false puzzle sort of game where you have to determine which box is true, which one's false, and which one holds the gems. The true box doesn't necessarily hold the gems, so the gems are in the blue box. The rules are simple. There has to be at least one box that's telling the truth. There has to be at least one box that's telling a lie. So you can't have 3 truths, you can't have 3 lies. You can have 2 truths and 1 lie, and 2 lies and 1 truth. So you read these messages and essentially do a logic puzzle to figure it out for this one. And then if you get it right, you get gems. If you get it wrong, you lose 30 steps. So the gems are in the blue box. Every statement with the word black is false. The gems are in the black box. So you have these statements. So you have to keep in mind the rules for the game, because if a statement contradicts the rules of the game, then that statement is false immediately. And then after that, you just do essentially a true-false test on them. So the gems are in the blue box. Well, if that's false, that just means the gems are not in the blue box, so that doesn't really tell us any information. Every statement with the word black is false. Well, if that's true, that means this would be false, and that means this could still be false. So this would mean that the gems are not in the black box, and the gems are not in the blue box, which would make them in the white box, which is a possibility, because this would be true, and these two would both be false based on this statement, and whether this had a true-false test. Now, if this is false, every statement with the word black is true then, in which case the gems are in the black box, which would mean the gems are here. This would be false, this would be true, and this could be false as well, because they can't both simultaneously be true. And then if this is true, the gems are in the black box, and that means this would also have to be true by default, which means this would have to be false. So the thing that makes most logical sense would be that... Wait. No, if this was true, then this would be false, and this would have to be false, because that's true. These cannot both be true. Gems are in the blue box, gems are in the black box. One of these is false. One is true, and this is either true or false. So every statement with the word black is false. If that's true, that means the gems are not in the black box, which means the gems are in the blue box, which makes that work. Oh, I might have psyched myself out here. Confusing myself here. One of these has to be true, one of these has to be false. Which means the gems... Because they can't both be false, because that would mean this is also... No, they could be. Every statement with the word black is false. Because if this is true... Well, wouldn't this be self-deprecating on its own self, since it has it not in quotations? Because when this negate itself? Because I think there are times where they do put quotes around the word. Because both of these are false. This would be true. Same with the word black is false, which this is false, that is false, which makes it the white box. If this is true, the gems are in the black box. Because this would be false, this would be false. The gems would not be in the blue box. And every statement with the word black is true. In that sense. This is true. Gems are in the blue box. That means it can't be there. And then this would have to be... That could also be true. Wait. Gems are not in the black box. Alright, I feel like I've confused myself now. I feel like I've come up with an answer where all of these can hold the gems, and that can't be right. I'm screwing something up here. I think I'm gonna lose my steps. This might cost me the round, so. I'm gonna do this. I think I'm wrong. Yep. Shoot. That's all my steps. Because I feel like I've come up with an answer for all of these, and that's confused me. Because I don't know, I wasn't aware of the white box. It could have been in the white box. I only get one chance. I can't confirm either way. So. Yeah. I only get one shot at it. It was maybe in the white box. The thing is, I found a solution where it could have been in any of the boxes, so I don't know if they answered it properly. Because it also could have been in the black. I literally came up with a solution for all of them. So I'm not sure what gimmick I missed there. Oh well. Let's see what I can get done before the steps run out. I guess I have to do this one. Can't afford any more steps being lost. Ooh, bunk room's not good. I do have 2 though, so that gives me 2 keys. Let's see. I feel like that's something I can maybe interact with. But it's not. Is there food by chance? I would appreciate if there was some food. Also, gerbil. Hamster. Yeah, I'm not sure what the solution they wanted for was that one. I either made a logical misstep, which is very likely, or something funny happened. Oh, I can't make that a closet. I have to make this a corridor. This is a very sloppy house I'm building right now. Money. Cloister would have been good. Would have been very good. Let's take a risk. This might end up being a wash. It wasn't. Sad thing is, this is gonna cost me all my keys. Alright, that was a dead end. Stuff here. Oh, look, more keys. Dead end. Okay, so that's both dead ends. Everything else should have stuff in it. Which one is this? This way? Boudoir would give me gems, even if it would put me in a dead end. Wish to learn the Roar Beam, which is a great ice type move. Indeed. Well, I don't know. I feel like Aurora Beam's kind of weak in the games that I'm used to playing. Also, this is missing a candle. Why is that missing? Is this always moving? Anyway, I'll take this gem, thank you. Rotunda, rotunda. What does this have me for me? Ooh, that's nothing. Shoot. Been good somewhere else. And at least it's out of the rotation. Alright, let's open the last of these doors. Gen 1, yeah, I guess, which is pretty good. Alright. Let's open that door. Alright, so if we can get to the antechamber, we can get the key and go back to the fountain to see what that does. We've opened this door over there. This opens this door. Man, really punishing me right now. I mean, I get a lot of steps for doing this one. It's just all these dead ends. All these dead ends, chat. Ooh. We have the thingies. We can get a coat check. We can do some magical stuff with that. Okay. Just here to distract the streamer. Indeed. Everything's coming together, chat. So if I just make it up a little bit, I can get to the whatchamacallit. I can get a good old hearty meal. Okay. So if I can get up to here, we're good. Anything over here is just bonus. Well, that's if I have enough keys. Code check would be good. Ooh, but do I want it here? Because if I can make the one thing and then code check it and then pick it up later, we're in business. Also, this is probably a classroom. This is a classroom? How am I so smart, chat? Alright, so this is all of this. Am I supposed to, like, color these? Fill in each object below with its correct color. Where do I get the colors? How do I color? The big old ball. Because these all have different things. I tell you the answer for each of these, which are pretty simple. This might be the really hard room. I don't know what you mean by that. If I had a way to color, I could do this. I know there's a trophy for doing colors correctly. Wait, did I get an indicator? Felt like I got an indicator for some. Where? Game, did you lie to me? I thought my mouse came up with something. It's not doing anything. Okay. This is also grade 1. Infinity 910. But yeah, these all give you like clues as to which colors you need to do for different things. But the thing is, I have no way to color the page. I have no way to do it, chat. Except here, maybe. But how? Like, they got most of it red. They got a little more red, right? You got about the same thing, right? Yeah. But it's like gives you clues as you do it. Here's that. There's no way. Really like red. Caleb. There's something with this. I just don't know what it is. Like, yeah. Maybe some... You sneaky son of a gun. Is that why the 8... Is this supposed to be like my hint for the one thing showing me that the sideways thing is meant to be an 8? That's rude. That's rude. These are coming off the page. Makes me suspect something's up with those as well. Oh well. We'll move on. Ooh, office would be nice. Office would be nice. Fortunately, I just don't have it. No Infinity 9. Well, no. Also, yay. Ooh, we get a broken handle. So if we get the casino, we can use the broken handle there. Also, metal U. Well, we can make this whenever. We also don't have coat checks, so let's not be too hasty. Not be too hasty, but I can make the thing here. That's all that matters. There's also a trophy for getting all the things. I probably shouldn't have used the key there. This is secret garden key. This is greenhouse, and this is the great hall. So we need to get over there. Having the wine cellar here is not bad. There's also supposedly a gimmick in here that I've not yet figured out. Coins, 3. Nice. Hmm. Ah. My hand isn't too happy with my life. We know this is a number in Roman numerals. I just don't know what to do. We'll figure that out. I'm assuming at some point. Classroom now? Yeah. Issue is I don't know how to paint anything. Also, food! Get some good old whale. Don't have a trophy room for this one. But yeah, the sideways 8 infinity symbol I think was supposed to be a hint for another area that uses the sideways infinity or the infinity as a 8, which I only could see infinity out of, which kind of annoyed me to be honest, but that's besides the point. Some coins. We're getting a lot of money. Ooh, I don't have a key card. That's a problem. Shoot. Well, I think I fucked it then. I didn't look. I should have looked. I mean, I didn't have any options anyway. That might run then. That might actually end up being my run for this go. I don't have a key card. There's no way for me to get a key card. I don't have patio or anything. Okay, we'll just count that as a loss, I guess, for this one. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I need to go through my journal and mark off everything that I've done, but you never know if something might become relevant again, be used more than once. Heaven forbid the game does that. That's sad. I do need to drain the reservoir at some point. At some point. There's also, I think, a benefit to filling up certain other rooms, but that's besides the point. Ah, there's so much to this game, chat. There's so much to this game. So much. Alright. We have a shrine. We have the shelter, and we have the root cellar. Does the root cellar have anything in? I imagine the root cellar has something in it. Shelter gives me the benefit of not dealing with rooms. The shrine has a blessing, probably some other gimmick tied to it as well that I have not figured out. I'll wait until something comes up for that. Well, actually, we can do this. See if there's like candlesticks in there that I need to light up. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't think so, but maybe. Oh yes, the cursed coffer. We can do a curse run in here. Right. You know, I'll open that and it'll end up being, you know, the trunk is locked. Something tells you should say, oh, I need a key? Also, there's like a 0, 6, and then I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Alright, so I need a key. Okay. I'll give you all my money. I thought I start with 12. Why did I only have 11? Yeah, whatever. Oh, blessing. Is there a time limit on the days? No, there's a step limit. But you can get more steps as you go through. Tinker, whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Ooh, I want a laboratory then. That would be that's actually really good. Okay. I see you, game. Yeah, so the little step counter on the top left there, that's how many, every room I go into costs me a step. Like you just did there. Once that runs out, the day ends. You have to call it a day and you move on. You can get more steps via certain room effects, item effects, or food. So, there's that. Otherwise, it's up to you. The thing is that I ran into an issue where I had nothing but dead ends, so I couldn't go any further in the mansion. So that's why I called it a day. Or wait. Yeah, because I blocked that doorway. Well, game, really? For a single gem, do I want to do that? No, we'll do a storeroom. I'd rather have a couple red rooms before I use the funeral parlor. This feels like it's supposed to be something important, but so far nothing. Chapel's not bad, actually. Chapel's good for me right now because I have a certain perk that lets me just get a lot of money for entering the chapel, which is very nice. Let's go this way. Can we get the ladyship's chambers? That'd be nice. Ooh. Okay. I think den works actually. Ow! Son of a nut! Rude. Enjoy the old redeem as you assault me with snowballs.
Man, one got away.
Snowball.
These are very old. I apologize. Ooh, library. And death. How dare.
Christmas.
And then you actually kill me in game? No.
And a Happy New Year.
Oh. Rude. Anyway. Library. Give me a library. This makes a dead end here, but that's fine. We have another route we can go. Yeah. So we did Realm and Ruin. Ruin. Yeah. Okay. This one had a thing. Yeah, I need to update those at some point, but I do not have the time. That's what those did. Yeah, no, you're good. I had fun with those. Those were like Christmas time redeems, but I have not had the chance to make new ones because I'm trying to catch on backlog and busy on other things, so they've been pushed off. But chat tends to enjoy them. Tends to enjoy bullying the streamer. Let's see. Did I miss one though? Ow. Rude. What color is this? This is also green. Wait. Or is this supposed to be blue? Red Prince is red. Is this considered blue? This might be considered blue. I mean, either way, we can just work on whatever it is, either way. We'll just consider it. Well, the issue is that if it's the wrong word, that's going to be a problem. Page Z. Oh, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. That's the order. Gotcha. So, wait. Be 1, 2, 3. So it'd be page Z. I might have screwed up on the other one. If we get observatory, we can do it again. So, page Z, word X. Introduction or when? I'll have to go back to the other one. It's just like the first word, I guess, on the page. Anyway. When the scholars of the first era found any hidden things, either of a natural source or resulted from creations of men, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of the realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written and text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils. Those crude circular marks of designation found in royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of the realm's royal art. How is the image of the leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does it tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells the story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have a special meaning. Bumped into a construction site? Okay. The sigil. To understand the realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol, identify the individual elements make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines / rays, the moats, and the border. The core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape different for each realm. If the core gives us the name, then the rest of the sigils tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as the first step. Deciphering any sigil as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils: Oriente Ares, Fen Ares, Araja, Cora Rica, and Arch Ares. Cora Rica is one I'm not familiar with. So according to this, it's Fen Ares, so I need to keep that in mind. The rays. Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Transportation, the number of rays. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in the realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels across the sandy expanse of their lands? Okay. Numbers, so transportation is the number of rays. So if you look at this, there are 4 rays. right? Yeah, 4. So that would be roads, streets, carriages. The 4 rays here look like road crossroads on a map. Naval capabilities, ship routes, seaports. 8 rays on these sigils represent the directions on the compass roads, horseback, rough trails, and other sigil that uses 4 rays. However, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. I'm gonna go ahead and take a screenshot. Train system locomotion. The 3 rays here are used in sigils for realms that rely on track-based travel. Aviation, dirigibles, balloons, and 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. Camels, pack mules, arid or desert trails. 2 rays to indicate a flat terrain. Turtleback travel. 5 short rays that do not fully extend from the core to the border. What is it? What's turtleback travel? The heck? Alright, so Veneris is relatively boring so far. Weather. The style of the ray. Identifying the style array used in the sigil will show us what the weather in the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning-shaped lines to indicate stormy lands. Straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. Foggy or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pointing down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used in the colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of the bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. So according to that, we have foggy weather. Moats. On each sigil floating between the rays are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. So, tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers, agricultural, harvest and farming society-based society and culture. Martial, militaristic nation, aging in generations spanning wars and heated arguments. So we're martial. Martial, foggy with crossroads and stuff like that. Metropolitan, large city-state with dense urban populous center. Academic, a center for knowledge. Advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, and libraries. Industrial, engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. Spiritual, an elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. Poetic, a strong focus on the advancement of arts, writing, music, and language. The border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. So that shows white, black, red is for Veneris, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, white. Putting it all together, by studying the core, rays, moats, and border of the sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. So Veneris, the grand realm, transportation, road carriage, weather, foggy, society, militaristic, banner, red. Why is this important? Because we have this tattered book, a tattered version of this down underground. Why, though? Why do we have that, and why do we have a complete one here? 1905. That I do not know. That I do not know. I'm curious. This has a thing. Gotcha. Okay. Wanted to be sure. Oh, drafting studio. We've not had you in a minute. Right, this also has like a mini save that I don't have the password to that either. Great Hall, Monday, December 21st. That's the drafting guide. This is a conference room picture. Oh, anyway. In the draft studio, you'll be able to add more permanent additions. We have a lot of different things here. The dormitory, which we've skipped so many times. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting a draft room, gain 10 steps. Classroom, while drafting classroom, you may draw new floor plans, one time for each draft room in your house. And the Dove Coat. Whenever you draw Dove Coat while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. That's pretty neat, actually. Also, I kind of just want it because it looks really cool. These are important, but this looks cool. A towering loft serving home to many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly as the devout bird watcher and amateur or ornithologist. Mary had petitioned her uncle for years this to be built on the estate. Alright, so that'll be added to my draft pool from this point forward. We have the date here. So, this feels like something important. This feels like something important. You have day 1 on this is when we started our adventure. The first day was November 7th, which we've tried. But then we have all these here, including small gates, 8 dates, open 8, or crack 8 safes. So I almost wonder if this. So there are 8 gates on here, which makes me think this is relevant to the puzzle or the safe behind me, or something else. Also, wait, that brick looks weird. Shoot, I need a thingy. I can't tell, but it looks like something might be scratched onto that brick. Probably not, but I need a magnifying glass. Second I find one, I'm coming back for you. Laser chambers? No. Walk-in closet, though. Ooh. Ooh, walk-in closet's pretty good. Because we have access to the entrance hall, which goes... Hmm. 4 items, though. Might give me the thing I need. Ah, didn't. Wait, what's my 4th item? Use you. No. There you are. About to say. For magnifying glass, but oh well. Hey, look, the shirt. See, we added this, but why? Why? What's the point in buying and adding the shirt? The same thing with the swim trunks. What does that do, if anything? I don't know. If I get a magnifying glass, I will maybe be able to potentially solve that and this. This feels like it's relevant for that, or something. Anyway. I heard they updated it so that you don't have to remember the safe code after you open it. The safe will stay open if you go back to the room another day. Yep, that was the case for the boudoir. The boudoir safe now stays open. The thing is, once I solve it, me remembering the code isn't a hard thing. I can do that pretty easily, just because I'm pretty good at doing, like, keeping track of stuff like that. Ooh, this gives us... Yes, this gives us red prints. So remembering the answer to something after I've solved it is not going to be too much of a hassle. Solving it is the problem. Alright, red prints. So, red prints, red book is page A, which is the 4th page. So, 1, 2... Thing is, does this count only pages with words on it, or does it count other things? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming it counts on, because assume page count starts on title pages. So if that's the case, that's 1. That's X, Y, Z, A. So if we count that, and then X is the first word, the. I feel like I'm not doing this right. Because I think I might have confused the green and the blue book, because I have no way of, like, discerning that. But this... the is the first word as far as I can tell on that, which is not helpful. But fair, I guess. This might be a very short run, depending on what this room ends up being. Oh, I went the wrong way here. I hope not. Okay. This is acceptable. Ooh. Full hold. Because maybe... shoot. Nah. Sledgehammer. Gems. All the gems. Drawing room's not bad. Drawing room's probably preferred. There's also this little puzzle here. This safe that we don't have the answer to. I just need to start figuring out how to crack these. I feel like the picture above changes each time too. Like, I just don't know what the hint is for each of these. Yeah. Like, we count gates. 8 dates equal 8 safes. There's no date written on here. If we get the rumpus room again, I could try to figure out... wait. Extra. Ow! So rude. So rude. This chair was a very important thing. Doesn't tell me anything. See, I just don't think there's any good... I mean, the hints are probably there. I'm just probably dumb, chat. I'm special. Ooh, experiment? Or hallway. Hallway might be good now, and then we try to get experiment later. Just they came out of nowhere. They do that. Everything's in construction in the summer. Ooh, the pool. I'm glad I bought all those gems. Ah, but I can't get those. Keycard. See, the gift shop gave me this stuff, but that doesn't help me at all. I cheat this a little bit? No. I had to drain it to get those, but I don't think they're super important. Great Alzara, I wish for your time. None of these are good. Let's do guest bedroom. Get a gem. And some steps. A lot of steps, actually. Ooh, observatory. I do need it to try to refresh the information I have. Alright. Because I think I did the thing wrong, which is fine. This is a lot of gems. This is a key, and this is an apple. Nice. Alright. Yeah, this definitely looks more green. Which makes me think I was right on the blue. This looks more green. Alright, so this is supposed to be... I'm just gonna cross all of that out. So page C, which is the 6th page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then A, which would be the 4th word. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trunks. The trunks blank when? That doesn't make sense. Unless we're not counting the... Unless we're not counting the titles, but that doesn't necessarily make sense. Because for the nursery, we said the... And these don't necessarily have to be in order. This is green, it'd be C, which is the 6th page. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it'd be the 4th letter, or 4th word. Wait, is it letter? Yeah, word. To be trunks. So it's either trunks, we do it that way, or if we're only counting pages that have things to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be gem. That doesn't make sense. The trunks make maybe more sense, which make me almost wonder if the swimming trunks are relevant. Thing is, I still need to find. I need to grab the new clue and try to solve this again, and then I should go back to the library. Something doesn't feel right here. Third page, first word. Library's all the way back over there. We'll wait for now. We have options. Pump room. Ooh. I mean, I could quickly drain the pool for the options. The trunks. Wait, did those 2 trunks spawn after I put the trunks down? Like, just bought the swimming trunks? Almost think that is the case. Okay. Let's, drain the pool, yeah? We'll play a little game where we can come back and forth. So pool, we want to... Well, actually, wait, we need to do this first. Pool is 1. If we get the anti-chamber key, then we can open that up. Again, also, we have a key card, right? Yes. Perfect. Alright, that fills the fountain up again. We want to drain the pool. The pool is 6. Wait, that's not the right way. There we go. I need to do a bit to drain that, actually. Which means I need to play this game to do that. Just make sure I don't forget to drain it later, after I grab what's in the pool. That should drain it. Right? Or do I still need to do one more? Ooh, I do have to do one more. How, though? Okay, I know the answer. that. And then I do that. Oh wait, no, I screwed that up again. I need to do this. Swap it. That fills that up, and then I can do that, and that solves. Cool. Okay. These are nothing crazy. A lot of good items. That's it, though. Alright, so nothing super special from that. Understood. In which case, we play the reverse game now. Archives aren't terrible. Could be better. That's fine. Alright, that opens that. Eventually I'll get boiler room again. I feel like going too far ahead right now is probably not a wise decision. Gotcha. One for each bedroom. That gives me 3 keys. Ooh, kitchen's good. This is good. This is very good, actually. We need patio and office, though, for the thing. Wood fire pizza. Ooh. Add morning room. Is there anything special with the morning room? I can't remember. I don't know if I've ever had the option to open that up, to be honest. Do a quick workout? Rather not. Office. Makes a dead end, though. That's fine. We have room in the passageway. Office. Office. Alright. Interchamber levers in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before sunrise, so just make sure the west and east levers are open. So office is west. Beside West Bridge. The last one we need is the patio. If you check any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. So I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be herrings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect another would be suitable. So red herrings on the Mature. So these are all like red herrings. It's 5 saves. We've solved 2. That'd be 7 if these were accurate. Plus the other thing. So I just don't know if that's helpful or not at all. Which upsets me greatly. Upsets me greatly, chat. I could get a lot of money here if I want to. Okay. Oh well. I don't know the answer to that safe. It's possible that there is an answer that I have that I just haven't figured out, but regardless, matters not at this time. If we can get the patio, that'd be good. Patio is a west side? I don't know. Ooh, laboratory again. I can't do laboratory right here though. I need to do spare. Pizza instead. Dude. Indubitably. Pantry works. Laboratory, why are you being such a pest? This can really screw me right here if this isn't what I need it to be. And it didn't. Thank God. Lucked out. Another gem. Beautiful. No. Oh. No. Didn't work. What's up, my good sir? Ooh, garage. I think we have to do gym, though. Alright, can I get ladyship's chambers here? Tomorrow you will start with 2 gems. Have we ever done the morning room? I feel like we did once, question mark? I'm gonna do it just because I don't know if we've explored this and it may have to. I do need to get up the gumption to get foods too, though. Yeah, you should do that. Definitely do that. No, I don't have a shovel. That's fine. Okay, I see those. I will read that paper here shortly. These little paintings, 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 paintings. Alright. November 5th, the Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73. After a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until it was found others. Esteemed as the pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor today has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir. The much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones had been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marian Marigold, chanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provisional heir of the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for the test of mettle and wit, it is clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. Okay. This was November 5th. I need to dig that up. I'm sure I can find a shovel somewhere. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's any that shared any valuable information per se. Good to know nonetheless. Do I just want to eat up a garage here? Get 3 keys. I don't think I get anything else of value though. You get the... Actually, wait, this might be good here. Yes, we'll do this instead. I didn't get... Well, I found a shovel. I was hoping for a magnifying glass, but you know, I'll take a shovel, I guess. Oh well. Dodge. Anything in this hole here? I'm wasting so many steps just to come for this and I'll have nothing in it. Add coins, 2 coins. There. No reason to ever come back this way. I have to go all the way to the foundation. West Bridge, that would be over here. Something by the West Bridge. Should go check that out actually if I can. It's over here. Lockpicks are useless. Gave me nothing. Ooh, these are not great. Courtyard's pretty good. Funeral parlor is perfect actually right now because that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gems. Oh, as long as I don't fuck this up, we're good. Golden chat. Alright. You replace the word one in the other 2 statements with both. They will both be false. Interesting. One of the other boxes contains gems. One of the other statements is false. Word one and the other 2 statements with both. They will both be false. So both of the other boxes contain gems. That's false. And both of the other statements is false. That also would be false if the other thing was true. So that makes this statement true. That does nothing to help me though, question mark? If you replace the word one in the other 2 statements with both, they will both be false. That's true. By definition, it has to be true. Are we saying that they're false by definition? Because that statement's true. Are you saying that even if they have one, they would be false? If you replace the word one in another 2 statements with both, they will both be false. That's true. Because even though this could technically both be false to be true, the fact that you would switch it to be false, both would make it false. One of the other statements is false. Is technically true. True, true. This is So based on that, this would have to be false. One of the other boxes contains gems. So not, this box has gems. Oh, brain. These puzzles are supposed to get harder each time you do it. But I can be big brain sometimes, chat. Ooh, security. Security would be good. Mage chambers would be bad. There might be something in mage chambers I need though. I don't think so though. I think it's very tidy. I have so many gems. Security. Security. Yeah. It's 1 gem for each red room is how the funeral parlor works. So since including the funeral parlor, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Normally I get it super early and I put it down early, so I just kind of another safety deposit key. It's good, chat. We need a vault though. We need a vault. Alright, let's do this real quick. Let's see, can we get a vault? That would be awesome. So we're gonna up the level of security because we have a key card, and offline mode does not matter. Yeah, we have a key card, right? Yes. Alright. Oh, I still have a room down there I can use. Ew. All of those. I have options if worst case scenario. This works. Also more keys. Lots more keys. Wait, how many keys is it supposed to be? Right, keys throughout the house. Gotcha. There's a lot of stuff in here. Was there any more details in these that I needed to worry about? I don't think so. So I'm not going to get the antechamber key, I don't think, unless something changes here. Laboratory. Ooh, options. Alright, do we have... Not that it would matter at this point anyway, but... Magnifying glass would be nice. Okay, it doesn't matter. Gotcha. What experiment can we try to run in the limited time that we have? Whenever you draft a shop room, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your room. Each time you eat an apple, set your steps to 40. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. Oh. I don't know if I need any of these. I mean, this would be good for keys. I haven't had any apples though, but this would also actually be good. Wait, this is actually probably pretty good. Yeah, whenever you spend 2 or more drafts, because that's a pretty good chance I'll get some of that. Go. Anyway. Because I have a lot of gems. Ooh. Keys. I only have 2 hallways. Man, I actually only have 2 hallways. Interesting. Alright, so this feels like an important day. Claire and Simon. In Eclipse Ball 1952. There's something here that I'm not seeing. I don't think so. Solve the music sheet puzzle. Right, so I have an access point there if I were to ever get the Great Hall. Right, I do have a room all the way back there if I need it. Pretty ballroom? Yes, it's a very nice ballroom. Money! Antechamber key would be nice. I can also check by the west bridge, because it sounds like something over there is important. I think dark room, but I'm going to be really fighting the dark on that. Funny enough. Hey. Alright. Random plans. Oh, wait. One of these is the dove. One of these is the dove, chat. Which one? I don't know. Do this one. Nah, it's not it. Shoot. It's fine. Ooh, metal detector. Nice. Yeah, one of those was the dove. What do I have for items again? A few things. Noted. There's a lot of things I need to unlock. Oh. No dove room here. We'll test the gem. Did I lose a bunch of gems? Ah, shoot. This screwed me, actually. Well, I have one other room I can do. I can also open a bunch of stuff here. If I can get a coat closet, that would be actually baller. Right, that's just for the cloister. There's the risk of doing the dark room when you don't have the utility closet, unfortunately. Alright, either Great Hall or a coat closet here would be really good right now. Because I want to keep this vault key. The vault keys are very hard to get. And they offer so much. The drawing room. I can go outside and check something there. Is there anything else I can do? I mean, I could open a bunch of stuff in the locker room, but that really doesn't matter. Yep. Where am I? Who are you? What you doing? What costs 3? Something expensive. Oh wait, do I have a broken lever? I do not. Not this one. Alright. Ooh, we've not been in the trophy room. That costs 5 gems? Ah. That's rough. Never been in the trophy room though. Ah, the dinner room. Shoot. Well, I get pizza. Summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms and spice, salami, and cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. Plus 10 if you have a furnace. 5 gems for the trophy room, which is a room we've never been in. Edge. Okay, so we don't get a cloak closet, which is very sad. Which means I'm gonna lose this vault key. I have no other paths forward, question mark? No. Alright. Before we do anything, I'm gonna check. No. I do have a lot of keys. I could just go bust open a bunch of lockers for the funsies. Yeah, why not? How far do I have to go for that? I actually have to go pretty far. Fuck it. Don't need it. It doesn't do me any good anyway. It'll just give me more things that I can't use. Yeah. West Bridge was the thing I got, right? Side West Bridge. I'm assuming there was another word that I need for that, and I need the patio to get that. Something, I'm assuming rock by West Bridge. And that looks like something over there. Could be rock, could be tree, could be stump. fountain. I don't think it's that. I'm like looking for like a dig spot. I might just have to get that last word. Wait, is it just this here? Because I have a shovel, right? Yes. Okay. Oh. Alright, we'll just have to see what that last word is. Something over here. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now, though. Alright, not making a whole lot of progress, unfortunately, but that is how it goes some days. That is how it be. Dun dun dun. Okay. Can we do something this time? There's so many things to do that I often miss the opportunity to do some stuff, but it'd be my luck that it has nothing to do with like a dig spot next to the bridge, but something you have to interact with above. Like the poles or something like that. Ooh, tomb is good. Tomb is very good, chat, because that means if we are lucky, we can get the magnifying glass and the metal detector, because there are things under there to do. There's also this that becomes a bridge when we get the garage. We end up boarding that plank over. Anyway. So many things to do, chat. So many things to do. I'm sad we missed the dove, but that's fine. Spare bedroom, I guess. Money off the riff. I'll take it. Conservatory. Yes. Can I get classroom? Make that more common? No. Vault, though. Vault would be good. Let's make this standard. We can make that even more common, but I don't think I want it that common. These are both fine as they stand. Garage, West Wing Hall, her ladyship's chamber, from Faust in the East Wing, master bedroom, other special guests, conservatory, and corners, bookshop, hatch, library. This we all knew. Ooh, a workshop early wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we'll do that. Anything of value? A sledgehammer. Yeah. Better than none. Better than none. Nook. I think I need new clue again. I feel like it's the thing I'm not getting a lot of value out of. I think it's the blue being the realm and ruin. I feel like I was also not getting value in. I might have screwed that up too. Misunderstanding how that worked. Third page, first letter. So one of those two. Apple. We'll do a new clue again, so we can refresh ourselves on some of that stuff. Because there was some other stuff in there that I don't understand, like seeing all the signs. Route 8, depart, keep left to Tanner, fork, right turn, dead end. Record each step on the way. I just don't know where that starts. I'm assuming that's for the room 8 puzzle. Ooh, rotunda. I also don't know if the Chamber of Mirrors, if there's a bet, like, everything I've done for that so far gave me the means to do. Also, I can just go to Drafting Studio too. Rotunda is good. Gives me options. Drafting Studio gives me new stuff. Shoot. We'll do Drafting Studio. Okay, we got that. That's not going to be super helpful. Alright. Classroom, dormitory, and the kennel. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Ooh. That's pretty good, actually. The issue is that mainly applies to green rooms only. I want to do the classroom, I think. Classroom I need to solve. Need to solve that thing. The kennel looks good, though. Alright, I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to go back. Don't want to create too much of a single path here. This cost me some steps, but that's fine. Oh, there's also a key for her leadership's journal. Wait, I'm trying to think. What key would I use for that? Observatory would be locked. Don't really have a choice. I do have the East Wing as well. Don't screw me, game. Alright, we don't want that guy. This guy is bad. That is good. 50% off sale. Guest bedroom, since it's a dead end. Works, gets it out of the way. Any items, keycard. Good. Oh, shoot. Fuck me, game. I guess we take a shot. Yay. Or if there's an item in here that I don't get, I'm gonna be sad. Alright, we don't have gems. We'll go middle. This works. This works. You know, not as well as I would hope, but it works. I will do that. We'll do first room. Hallway! This works. Works. I can work with this. I can work with this. Yes. Money. Okay, can I... We have a lot of money in the thing below. Tomb. Ooh. Shoot. 4 gems, I guess. I could have rerolled too. I did have a reroll I could have used. Ideally, I'd like to get the leadership's chambers, but it's hard to do. This puzzle is harder than it seems. This box is empty. This box is empty. Well, these both can't be false. Because if these are both false, that means they both hold gems, and that breaks the rule. Thing is, they can both be true, which means this is false. Puzzle's easier than it seems. Alright. We'll go back this way. That was a cute little puzzle, that one was. Courtyard. Dig spots. Potentially metal detector? Yes! Alright. Half of the ingredients we need for potential stuff. I'm excited. We have a magnifying glass. We have the workshop, right? Yes. Another key. Okay. Hallway works. And we can try for her ladyship's chambers. See over here. Or not. 3 keys? Might have to opt for this one. It'll also give me access to the bridge in the rare instance I get the patio. And then I can go underneath for the funeral parlor to see. I like the breaker box too, but that's fine. There we go. That may or may not be an important note. There we go. Vestibule or dining room? Dining room's free. Bolt. Ooh. Laboratory, vault. Making a lot of dead ends here. I'm not necessarily particularly happy about this. I don't have 3 gems though, so unfortunate. Laboratory, let's see what we can do with that. Magnify. I have keycard. I have keycard. Perfect. Magnifying glass? Mayhaps? Mayhaps you bless me with magnifying glass? No? You bitch. Sag. You sent me to find some trash while digging. A letter will be delivered to the mail. A letter? What does a letter do? Ooh. The star is very good. All of these options are good. The letter, curious, makes me wonder if I get information. Each time you find some trash while digging, I think might be the move here. While drafting, if you draw a drafting floor or drawing room floor plan. Yeah, we're gonna do every time, and we're gonna do letter just because information. The star is very tempting because that's really good for getting the observatory to give you a lot of value. But that's fine. I don't see a magnifying glass. It just makes me sad, chat. Laundry room. Ooh. Ooh. There's supposedly something with a dryer. Should probably look. Then I need to go like all the way back to the courtyard again, I think. And the other thing. Alright. The aquarium marked a bunch of stuff in different rooms. But yet, I don't know how it helps at all. We have power where we get something crazy out of that. Maybe they're all power related things. That might be it. Anyway. Let's see. Service costs 10 and we'll exchange all of your keys with all of your money at a 1-to-1 rate. That would be insane. Service costs 5 and we'll exchange all of your keys for all of your gems. And service costs 5 and we'll exchange all of your gems for all of your coins at a 1-to-1 rate. Ooh, that is tempting, especially since I have a lot of extra money down below. So this would give me 40 gems. Hello, honey. Welcome. We'll do this. Look at all these gems. We money laundering here, chat. I have no money anymore, but I have like a bunch of money in the tomb, so it's fine. Fine. It's fine. Okay, there's something else in here probably, but oh well. What was the condition each time you find trash while digging? Gotcha, so I should go back. Let's go to the funeral parlor, see what we get from that first, before we get too far. Storeroom would be good. Look at all this money. Alright. Getting a bunch of letters for the mailroom would be good. I don't know if they save from run to run though, so that's one major concern I have. We go to the courtyard actually. Not how my washing machine works, it makes my money disappear. Indeed. Magnificent. Hello. Magnifying glass? Mayhaps you hold magnifying glass? You bitch. You hold only gems and food? And a keys? Ugh. So lame. You guys are hiding the magnifying glass from me. I will find it. I will find it. Classroom. Get to the Sasha washing machine, that works. Noted. Indeed. Still at grade 1, which makes... I still don't know if that means I need to do something here, or if I just need consecutive classrooms to do the thing I need to do. Because there's a puzzle in here. But I don't know how to do it. Local laundromat. Ooh. Ew. This works. Beautifully, actually. It all connects. Breaker box. I wonder, does it... The dark room might actually have the magnifying glass, but I can't see it because of the breaker box. Which would frustrate the hell out of me if that's the case. Thing is, for me to go all the way back will cost me everything. Letter's been delivered to the mailroom. How? Is this room considered trash? Interesting. Gymnasium off, dark room on, garage on. Cabinet would be nice as well. Don't know why I got a letter. That confuses me. Two rerolls. Potential item. Potential dead end. Yeah, they all go this way though. about mostly everything in this game. Yeah, that's fine. This game has so much going on that I have yet to solve, honey. Every time I get more clues, I end up with more problems. Okay, 10 minus 7 is 3 times 2 is 6. Then we have 5 times 5 is 25 minus 5 is 20. I must have did the math wrong. My apologies. Let me try this again. It was 6, right? And then we have 1 and 4 is 5 times 4, not 5. You're not adding these. I'm an idiot. Times 4 is 20 minus 5 is 15. Tempest. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 5 is 15 divided by 3 is 5. Jeez. Not what I wanted, but will work. But I suck at puzzles. Oh. It's one of the rooms I needed. Crash? Experiment? Letter? Yes. Okay. There's a bunch of stamps you can get. There's like an X or something here as well. That's fine. Anyway. Buried. Gotcha. So the answer is... patio. Buried. So buried beside West Bridge. Where? Patio, nook, office, and pantry. So I was right. It is buried. Just didn't get an indicator for it. With the words. What are we in the patio? Can we have? Since we are in the patio, can we have a picnic? Buried beside West Bridge. Probably that too. I mean, I already ate, so I'm good. No, I'm probably gonna have dessert sometime soonish after stream. Had me some baked chicken, broccoli, and mac and cheese. It was very good. Master bedroom. There's something I could do with the boiler room here, actually. I think the answer is no, but you never know. Master bedroom will make a dead end, but that's fine. And then I can go to the dining room, get food, go down to the dark room to see if there's a magnifying glass. Be severely disappointed when there isn't a magnifying glass there. So I can't make the thing that I want to do. We'll do master bedroom. Ooh. This is all of that, which we knew. There's a copy of Badass Swords. That solves that. And we have a copy of the Red Prince. KJ would be 4. So if we do this one, be 1, 2, 3, 4. Which we said was the. Or if we do it this way, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Be he. But I'm pretty sure it's the. So the trunks blank blank. There's this here. There's fine handwriting that faded the first page. I wonder if it has significance. Yeah, I read it before. I don't remember what it says. I don't have the magnifying glass though. It says, I think P.S. They made me change the ending. Ending of something as you predicted. They didn't like the ending of the book. It was too political. I think I got it. Okay. So I'm gonna take a shot here. Might cost me. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go all the way back, get food from the dining room. Also, I just got a bunch of steps. How did I get one step for each room in your house? Oh, never mind. I don't need to go to the dining room right now. I can just go straight to the dark room. I'm a badass. Oh, let's go this way. I'm gonna be real sad if there's no magnifying glass in here, and I've had every single possible way of getting one, and the game's told me, fuck off. There's a gem, which makes me think that there is no magnifying glass in here. Son of a bitch! That's a weird little design on the inside there. Yeah. Yet another print of her ladyship. For one of the rooms in the west wing. I need to look for another picture of this. Because it's dark. Something, he wanted to change something there. Gotcha. Alright, I need to keep going forward because I don't have magnifying glass and I really want to get it. This game does everything in its power to prevent me from getting the items I need. Describe policy for light Twitch on TV. That design looks significant. It does, but sometimes it has little pattern things that are just weird. Also, I should be able to open this now. Which is a nice little shortcut, because now I can go see if I can dig by that bridge when I come back. Fish. Lemon glazed salmon. I'm gonna be fat eating this kind of food all the time. Drawing room. There's almost no shot. Drawing room gives me what I need. But who knows? No. Something over here. Key. One day I'll know what that safe is. Anyway, vestibule is good. Pool is also not bad. Vestibule gives me more options, and I have a million gems, so it's tradition to wash your face with paws after eating fish. Yeah, that's so. Oh yay! And wine cellar. I don't really need wine cellar. There's supposedly a puzzle there. I just don't know how to activate it. Foyer might have information. Also, hallway doors become unlocked. That would be good. Actually, that would make the vestibule always unlocked on every angle, so I don't have to play this game. Gotcha. Count Isaac Gates, Baron Edward Sinclair, Wait, Isaac Gates. Was that on one of the... Shoot. Was that in one of the books that I missed? I don't think so. Epson, Jones, Herbert S. Sinclair. I'm pretty sure at one point... Yeah, Lord Evanson. Count Isaac Gates. There, look at me. Lord William Epson. Then we have Baron Edwin Sinclair, and then Baron Thomas Sinclair. Major Nicholas Key 4. See, this is significant. I just don't know for what. Because that's such a weird name. And Ja'ariena. Ja'ariena. Like, this room is clearly significant for something. I just don't know what. I do not know. And we'll never know. That would cut off the one-way. Still get... No, I can't. Greenhouse would be on the one side. Oh, you have more chests in there? Lovely. That one to the key busts in his room. Cause you're in it, thank you. Can we break that one key bust in this room? Maybe. Possibly. Security. Security! Letter's been delivered to the mailroom. There's so many things delivered to the mailroom. I don't think it gives me an option to break the bus, but I can try. So I have a sledgehammer, yes, yes. Yeah, I don't think I can. Alright, mailroom wouldn't be bad. The stinking eyeglass would be great. Game. Give it to me. Give it to me. There's a chance I can get it from the pool if I do the pump room. Another letter. I don't know if this is working as intended. Unless I have something else that's causing something to happen. Blessing of the Tinkerer gives me something. Maybe that's causing it. Oh, money. I can't play with that while it's doing things. That makes sense. Yeah, well, sometimes you get information later that allows you to do things. I'm gonna empty the pool and then refill the pool once I grab what I can from inside it. Because there were two trunks in there. One of them may have the eyeglass. Though, wouldn't be surprised if they don't. fact that I haven't found the eyeglass is really curious, considering all the items I've had access to, but that's fine. Alright, how far do I have to go back? Just 2 rooms. Yeah, the fact that I have not found the eyeglass is very suspicious to me, but... Gems. Yeah. Okay. I didn't expect I would, but... There's a possibility I missed it in one of the rooms. Wouldn't know which one, though. The problem. And I need to swap everything back again. Gotta empty that fountain again. And here are a fox, so it's possible they have it. Interesting. Curious what happens when I have the boiler room powering this. Yeah, I bet you just love listening to this chat. Alright, should be good to move on now. They barely work. Bedroom. I think it's my best bet. Spyglass, 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 spyglass. No spyglass, no items. Alien list, no bitches. Gotcha. Dodge. Last room, right? I think this is the last room I can get into. Where's Mono Dirt? Oh, yikes. How much time rooms do I have today? Plenty of mechanical rooms. That would be time room. Yeah, I don't have any time rooms. I don't have 2 hallways, so there's a potentially better chance I get something from here. I don't know if the clock tower spawns items. As a poem. God, I'm gonna be super annoyed I don't get this stupid spyglass. I would not be surprised if it's somewhere spawned and I just missed it. That would make me very sad, but it's not impossible. I try to check. But I do not have enough steps to check every single room again. Trying to decide which room has the better chance for items. I feel like this one does. Ballroom definitely doesn't. Lock room potentially. I've only ever drawn it once though. Got 2 things of money. Not good, because that's... Yeah. Means we did not. Get the stupid fucking spyglass. The Turtles of Vera. Incel mystery. Sag. Very sag. After. Oh, I literally just needed one silly little thing. I could have done so much progression in the tomb. Maybe it's in the tomb. Is that possible? Potentially? Maybe? Mayhaps? Quite possibly. Let's see. We go this way. Could be. Very unlikely. Very unlikely that it is. Not impossible, but very unlikely. I did check everywhere in here, right? I have to check every single room again just to be sure. I also wish I kind of got a mailroom because I got all those letters and I have no idea if they stay from place to place. I don't have car keys, do I? No. It's just super weird that it didn't spawn. Like the conservatory giving me a whole bunch of like gems and keys makes me think that I didn't have access to items that I should have. Alright. My clue was buried next beside West Bridge. This is west side. This is east side. So this is West Bridge. Ah! Small data microchip buried in an old jar. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Yes! I know where that goes. I know where that goes. That's actually really good. Alright. The reason I want that spyglass is so I can make a laser thing that can light these candles, these specific ruby candles. There are 2 areas in this tomb that have secret passageways I have not been able to open. And it pisses me off that I can't open them. Look at all this money, chat. Look at all this money. Look at all this money. I can go down further. I don't think there's anything down there. I should check that though, because there is something I've been meaning to investigate down there. I'll make sure I'm not missing any additional objects. Here's another secret passage. Probably lead to very special rooms. Hi. Could be a microchip. Can I eat it? Money. Pays to be an archbishop of the church of Zigus. Indeed. I get wealth from the dead. I am the ferryman. Okay, yeah, there's no items down here aside from me. There might be some more dig spots, but I don't think dig spots give you anything but coins, keys, and maybe food. My understanding. Let's go down here. 1, because I've not been down here in a minute, and I would like to verify a couple things. Touch it. I feel like it was probably already open, but that's fine. I like how the big comical arrow sign's there. It's so unnecessary. Of all the things you want to be super direct about, that's the least important thing to be direct about in this game. Just, like, it's very obvious. So, if I push this forward, that gives me a path this way that I can cut around, right? Yeah. Yeah, because now I have this path. It gives me access to the larger area. It's not super important, but it's good to know. Carb Goma, that was me starting stream. Oh, we have all of these here too? Fuck. Oh, also. Okay. I need this. This is why I need this even more. Because we have all of these candlesticks I can light too. And then this is the symbol that we need. Did I save those pages? I think I did. I was smart, right, chat? I wasn't some dumb little silly guy that didn't take pictures of all this. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Border is... I don't need that. Looks like it's solid? Question mark? Or is it invisible? No, it's like... Might be solid. Maybe it means green. I don't know. Moats, we have the little square things. So metropolitan. We have metropolitan. Oh, I didn't take a picture of the first page. Shoot. I don't think I did anyway. We have 3, which is train system. Train system that's foggy. For some reason I didn't take a picture of the first page. So we have foggy metropolitan train station that's green potentially. What is green normally? What is that? I also should have just the symbol marked down somewhere. It's purple. Wait, is it purple? What's purple supposed to be? Violet. It's not lit up, so maybe because the candles aren't lit, that's why. But this is supposed to be a Raja. See, if I had it, I could have lit so much shit up today. Okay, so this is a Raja Metropolitan. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. This leads to the reservoir. Which I guess I could drain the reservoir and see what's down there. Could do that. Thing is, I don't know... I think the stairway is only on that side. So that might hurt me more than help me. And this is... Aha! So this is the fountain door that leads access to this. Gotcha. Isn't there another way in though? So this is the other entrance into here. If I wanted access. Gotcha. If I were to drain the reservoir completely, yeah, I don't think there's any stairs there, so I have no way of getting down below. Whereas over there, there's a whole like stone staircase that goes all the way down. I think if we're down a little bit, I can take the boat across though. I think the boat's interactable if it's the water's low enough, which I think it needs like 1 or 2 levels low. Drink the reservoir. I'm good, thank you. Not this way. Alright, so we have the microchip. We can put that in. That should give us a lot of information, actually. I'm so upset we don't have the thing. I could have gotten so much done if I just had the laser. I might go back into the house and check. I might. At 50 steps. It would cost me all of my steps to do it, though. All of my steps would be gone. Do I have code check? I don't have code check. No. Let's see, I checked all of these rooms. I'm pretty sure I checked these all pretty thoroughly. So I would have to check all of these to see if it had it. Alright, let's go put this in. And then we can try to do a brief check. And if we're unlucky, we're unlucky. So fountain access gives us that. microchip should go over here. And this should give us everything for this. Alright, now that's not what I meant to do. Progress. Port, block, castle, port, block, cloak, castle, port. The thing is, these can be removed. These can be removed, so the fact that we can take something is interesting. Alright, everything's blue. I can't even hear myself think right now, chat. Ooh, pretty. Very pretty. Like I said, beating the game is literally the beginning of the game. The throne room. Reclaim the crown. Got a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add throne room to your drafting pool? Yes. Starting tomorrow, throne room will be permanently added to your draft pool. Nice. Good for a king indeed. Now, is there anything else? I can't imagine we literally did all that for just that. No. I mean, we probably did. However, I will say when that thing came, it gives you the option to remove those. The Final Frontier, these are the voyages of the Starship Zigville. Maybe. I will say that when I first opened the grotto, it gave me access to it gave me the option to remove the first microchip that was in there, and technically I have access to remove all of those. So I imagine somewhere it's become relevant. Also, that's Fenera's over there. No, Reddington. That's Reddington over there. Why? Why can I see Reddington from here? Or is it just for kicks? Because we do have clues that refer to Reddington. Nice little ruins. I thought this would give me access to Sinka. Maybe it does. Maybe I should try that. Go to a terminal. The thing is, I don't know the password. Also, this is not on. Why is that not on? We have this here. Blackbridge. Yeah, I don't know the password. I'm assuming this will give me access to some things once I figure that out. Okay. Alright, let's look to see if we can find the magnifying glass. Maybe I missed it. Maybe we'll be like it. Raymond Reddington from Blacklist. Sure. Okay, I have 42 steps. That gives me decent leverage. Alright. We checked here. Pretty sure nothing here, so it's probably somewhere on this side if it's anywhere. Banger of a show. Oh, there's a gem here. Actually, I think something gave us gems. Can adjust the rarity. Coins. I bet you if I click tool shed instead of tomb, I would have gotten my magnifying glass, but then I would have had no means to use it aside from making it and hoarding it. Because I just need the fucking... Need it to give it to me. I can do so much, chat. Alright, so we solved that puzzle. It's not utility. I mean, I can go back up there and check as well. It's 42. 42, my lord. Okay. There's no way it's in there. Yeah, I think I just unfortunately lucked out getting it. It's super unlikely that I missed it. Nice hat. I know this is the funny. Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know, like funny, funny, ho, ho. Oh, I'm just out of luck. That thing, I'm probably gonna end stream after this if I don't find it anymore. Commissary didn't have it, which is dumb. All of those didn't have it. Pretty sure it was in the dark room. We found gem instead. Yeah, I think we just didn't get it. It's cheese. Did not spawn down below. Like, I doubt I can dig it up. But maybe. Letter's been delivered. Yeah, I'm curious what these letters are. I'm really curious, chat. Super curious. Hello, vestibule. Open sesame. Yeah, I think I have to end it. Is there anything else I can do right now that I can think of? Probably not. No, probably not. Shoot. Cheesecake since it's Zig's house. Indeed. Alright, we got 5 letters out of this. I think we have to call it a day. We got some progress. We got the throne room. We had a cutscene. We unlocked a bunch of stuff. We solved a puzzle. Solved that. Solved that. Often pieces of paper or messages that people want to use to send to others. They often had writing in them or some other form of content. Thank you, but honey, I wasn't sure, for sure. Wonder what the benefit of the throne room is? Well, it's part of a progression area, so I imagine something relevant. Oh, has no throne. I have no throne.